Hey guys, so I am back and we are all here, I guess, to see if my hair actually reverted back or if I got some heat damage. A couple things. I did release 2 videos last week. The first one was the flat iron video and showing you how I cut the color off my hair. The second one that I released was the one of my 2-year natural hair journey and progress pictures. A lot of people didn't see that one because that one was actually published as opposed to uploaded, and so it doesn't actually show up on like your subscription list. So if you haven't seen those, I'll put the links in the bottom and on the screen right now, so you can go ahead and click those before watching this. I also decided to make this video a lot more productive, so what I've decided to do is show you guys the footage for my reversion, and then I'm going to talk about how I was able to prevent heat damage on my hair and a little bit of the research I did and what I found and what I did. I lost the footage for the first half of me showing my hair being reverted because my camera is acting up, but I still have the rest of it, so I'm going to go ahead and insert it right here so you can check it out. Okay, so as you can see, my hair did come back full force to where it's supposed to be, healthier than ever, and yeah, I'm very pleased. One thing I have to mention about the cut that I gave myself, I am loving the fact that it shaped my hair into something that I can actually, like, it looks good. Because I used to not really like to wear my hair out because I felt like it had a weird shape, but since I cut it in layers, like if you notice, like it's all in layers. So when it is curly or when I do like some sort of braid out like I did for this one, or twist out, or whatever the case, like it really just has the shape, which I love. Like it just makes me want to wear my hair out even more regardless of the length. So yeah, if you're hanging on to dead ends, definitely consider cutting them off, because it is such a difference. When I run my fingers through my hair, oh, it's so much better now, like just in terms of detangling and stuff like that. So definitely consider giving yourself a cut, and I will leave the link to the information of how I got to learn how to cut my hair that way, and more information on that topic in the bottom, so definitely check that out. Speaking of information, I'm just gonna go through a few things that I did, precautions I took in order to not get heat damage. Number one, this is not something that I just woke up and did, just flat iron my hair. No, I did research for about a month, and I started doing protein and deep conditioning treatments every single weekend leading up to that. And I was actually focusing on protein. I used my Cantu Shea Butter for Naturals deep conditioner for 3 weeks in a row. And then on the very last week, the actual day I was supposed to flat iron my hair, I used the Aunt Jackie's deep conditioner treatment. If you need more information about that, I'll put it in the bottom, or check out the flat iron video. But I picked that one specifically because it's completely full of moisture. I wanted something that was moisture based, especially since I had already treated my hair with protein the weeks before. The other thing I did was the week before, with my deep conditioning treatment, I did a protein Afro-G 2-step keratin treatment, and I also did a root porosity treatment, which is like 30 seconds. And what it did was balance the pH of my hair. I really wanted it to be in top shape for the heat that I was going to put it through. The other thing you need to keep in mind in terms of heat is that your hair burns at 420 degrees. So if you're flat ironing your hair and the heat is above that, then you're definitely leaving yourself wide open to heat damage. The next thing I wanted to mention is the fact that when you apply that kind of heat to your hair, especially direct heat, moisture is getting suctioned out of your hair. So if your hair is not properly moisturized and moisture filled, it will have nothing to suck out and your hair will be left damaged. I know a lot of people a lot of times want to leave as little moisture as possible, thinking that it's gonna make their hair more silky, and that may be the case, but you may not recover from doing that. So what I did was I had the deep conditioner on my hair before the flat iron, wrapped it up in a plastic cap and my towel to actually make, you know, it really sink in deep. And then I used a very, very moisturizing leave-in conditioner, which was my Kinky Curly Not Today leave-in, and that is very, very moisture oriented. I put that on my hair while it was wet, and I put a lot of the stuff while my hair was wet. That way it really gave the products a chance to seep into my hair strands and get locked in there. So I used the Kinky Curly leave-in for extra moisture, and it is not greasy, and that's one of the reasons why I used it. I guess the type of products that you use will play a huge role. So if you don't want your hair weighed down, don't use products with heavy oils in them. Use very, very light oils and or silicones. Silicones are really the best thing for you in terms of heat protectants, okay? So if you're not one for silicone use, then I guess my advice is not for you. You can do your own personal research and, you know, do whatever you need to do. But anyway, moving on, the other things that I used while my hair was wet were my first 3 heat protectants. The first one that I put on my hair, I believe, was this. This is actually a setting mousse, a wrapped mousse, and this actually helps with the hold when you blow dry or whatever you do in terms of heat. So I use this for the texture and just the fullness that wrapping setting lotions give, and it is also a heat protectant, and it is also protein infused to just keep my hair strong. The second thing I used was this one. This is the Silk Elements heat protectant, and this is the olive oil heat protectant spray, and I actually used this before while my hair was wet. That way it doesn't really weigh down my hair, so when the water evaporates, it's already seeped into my strands. And the third heat protectant I used while my hair was wet was this Got To Be Guardian Angel one, and I didn't really know how it was gonna react when I sprayed it on my dry hair, so I figured I'd get it out of the way and put it when my hair was wet. And one reason why I use this was because it says up here that it protects your hair for up to 425 degrees. Now I wasn't using heat that high, but you know, we wanted to be safe. So yes, I know I'm a little excessive with the number of heat protectants I was using, but I wasn't gonna take any chances. I'm working way too hard on my hair. Now then I was able to sit under the hooded dryer and have my hair dry to about 98%, and then I use this blow dry spray on my hair. That way it would give me a light movable finish. You guys saw how it was very thick, but it was like movable. So I attribute this to this blowout spray. And then after I was done blowing my hair out, I gave myself a a cool shot to my entire head to seal in the moisture that I already had, and then I topped it all off with Cheese Silk Infusion, which is silicone. Now essentially heat protectants are silicone and they need to coat your hair strands, that way the heat doesn't damage your hair. So that's why I went for this one. You can go for whatever silicone that you want, but I just really needed that reinforcement just to make sure that I wasn't gonna burn my hair. And so I flat ironed my hair at 360 degrees and I bumped it at like 270, and I really just made sure I went slowly, that way it went straight enough. And if you notice that I didn't go really bone straight, because I really didn't want damage, I really didn't need it to be that silky, I just wanted it straight to be able to get my cut in. And yeah, I learned a lot of information just by googling and watching videos, watching Mono's hair, because I just discovered her on my journey to flat iron my hair, and she had a lot of valuable information. So again, I will try to leave all the links in the bottom. That's pretty much it. I really wanted to make this fast. Thank you guys so much for watching. You don't have to take my advice, but that's just what I found in terms of preventing heat damage. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you on my next video.